Good day, everybody. Kenny Williamson here, your host for Magic Today. Today is the 14th of May 2025. Let's start with events and go from there. So, today I thought we could kick off with just a small public library show. However, Meridian-Lauderdale County Public Library, and the magician is going to be Dorian LaChance, who will be performing two identical shows held on May the 28th at 11 and 2 p.m., free to all ages and no registration required. Next up is Magic Village shows with Dan the Monkey Man. That's on May the 17th at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. That's in the Alhambra Theatre in Dallas. Costs $10. This event I am just sharing as it is the 80th anniversary of the book Pippi Longstocking, which I seem to recall us having a TV program about when we were children. And the reason I'm letting you know about this is the PuppetMobile performance of Pippi Longstocking to Painter's Playground. So there is still puppets, traveling marionettes, which are out there. So if you're interested in that, that's a good point of contact. Some of these sites seem to kick you out and then basically on paywall. So remind me to remove from magiciansandmagic.com all the adverts. I think I'm going to do that soon. Next up is The Magic of Scott Pepper, the Magician's Agency Theater in Alamo Plaza, San Antonio, Texas. Price $25. That's on Friday, the July the 5th, 2025. They say 2024, but it's 2025. From 7 to 8 p.m. Scott has performed all over the world, from theaters to cruise ships to 10,000-seat arenas to the world-famous Magic Castle in Hollywood. He was recently featured on the CW Network's hit show Masters of Illusion, where he performed some of his own unique magic and illusions. Originally from the UK, Scott now resides in San Antonio, Texas, where he runs the Magician's Agency, which is rated as one of the top 3 attractions in San Antonio. So keep that in mind. Yes, it seems that New York has a lot of things going on at the moment. We spoke recently about the Speakeasy in New York. Brooklyn has a new magic show, another Speakeasy from the looks of things, because here's the article: a local magician has transformed an empty Carroll Garden storefront into a Speakeasy magic venue. The intimate performance space is hidden behind Precision Clock and Watch, a fake repair shop at 449 Court Street. It's in the space that was home to PJ Hanley's for 139 years until it shuttered in 2013. The lobby is outfitted with various esoteric old-timey objects, including vintage suitcases and a ventriloquist puppet, which doesn't come alive at night. Pass through the red velvet curtains and you'll find the main show space. There, magician Greg Dubin has been swallowing needles and performing card tricks since April in a 90-minute show he calls Magic at the Clock Shop. Then a name that we must keep on the radar: David Roy, the youngest magician, takes the stage in Al Agar. He was awarded the 2023 Arts Prize, Got Talent España semi-finalist, expert in blending magic, comedy, or humor and improvisation. Now, he's the youngest magician in history to bring his show to Madrid's iconic Gran Vía, where he received a standing ovation after his performance. Then it gives a bit more about him, having trained for over 12 years at the prestigious Tamara's School, with Jean Tamara's being a key influence on his style. David has honed his craft to perfection. He's performed professionally for years, showcasing his magic at renowned venues such as the Circo Price, Teatro Alaquin, and now the Gran Vía, and Cirque de Bellas Artes, among others. So that's a name to keep on the horizon, keep on in your mind. Next up is an article for Marion Williamson. I know she's listening. Marion, I'm watching. Apple TV Plus have just announced a new show in the works starring Jude and Andrew Garfield as the famous magician duo Siegfried and Roy. They are doing 8 series on Apple Plus TV or Apple TV Plus. And then there's an article which discusses who are Siegfried and Roy. No, the famous magicians Andrew Garfield and Jude Lord will play. So yeah, I'm going to put both the links for those in the below. Then we have a fundraiser which is being launched for Eric Moore, this ventriloquist doll.
That's clever.
From the look of things here, it looks like the poor doll's having a bit of a hard time in the show anyway. But this is the story. He has bought the doll, Jack Lane, in 2025 at an auction from his estate. His hands, the article shows pictures of the doll, of the ventriloquist doll, the puppet, and he needs to be repaired. His nose is crumbling and so forth. He's looking to raise £1,000 to cover the bulk of Charlie's restoration. He's using master puppet builder Daryl Warby to work on Charlie. Daryl comes with a wealth of 40 years' experience, having worked on the Muppets, Star Wars, Basil Brush, and many more. So far, £500 has been raised for the restoration of Charlie. There you go. What was I saying about New York? Okay, so we have David Kwong from New York, Best of Design Matters. We're into interviews. He's given a nice interview on printmag.com. With his expertise in enigmas and illusions, David Kwong delights and challenges audiences around the world with his intellectual brand of magic. He joins to discuss his one-man show, The Enigmatist, and his career as a magician, crossword puzzle creator, constructor, and writer. So, link below. Another great article or interview with Northeastern Global News. We spoke yesterday about magicians and magic. Doctors, medicinists, and magic. And Stephen Wood is an interview on that, and it discusses how he got his first magic kit, and he's now a visiting associate clinical professor and program director in the adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioner program at Northeastern University. Discusses how he uses magic for his patients as props. There's a picture of him there, and he's with some group. I didn't mention which group, and he started magic again at the start of the COVID case situation. Unfortunately, we need to end off with another obituary, which is Richard Hodes. He's a well-known art teacher, was a well-known art teacher in West Haven, died on May the 10th, 2025. Born February the 28th, 1926. I'm going to give the link as well below. And I think he was in Society of American Magicians and the International Brotherhood of Magicians. For 30 years, he was on the committee of the New England Magicians Conference, sponsored by Wallingford Assembly 127, Sam, Richard, and so on. So our condolences to all those groups and to his family. Thank you very much. Well, it's been great talking with you all again. That's all from me. Remember, if you have a story that you want, you can always send it to kenny@magiciansofmagic.com. Or if you want to do a pop-in, sometimes we have a little guest pop-in, literally greet everybody for a few seconds, which is quite fun. So that's all for now, folks. See you on 3 days' time.